You can use the Sentry MCP server inside of V0 to help debug problems that come up inside of the applications that you're building there. You can also use it to see things like performance issues, set up new Sentry projects, pull down Sentry docs. There's a ton of things we expose inside of the MCP server to make it easier to go and build and debug applications. I'm going to show you how easy it is to get set up using it. So we'll head down here to the prompt tools section. We'll choose the MCP server option and go to browse MCPs. These are all the MCP servers that Vercel is exposing inside of V0. Now here we see the Sentry one. I'm going to open this up and we see all of our configuration details for the remote hosted Sentry MCP server. Now we do an OAuth based MCP server, so you don't have to pull down any weird API tokens or install anything locally. This is all available for you to use right now. So we'll hit authorize and we got dropped right into the OAuth consent screen. Now in here, we can choose which tools we want to expose to that MCP server. So I'm going to go ahead and choose all of these and hit approve. And this is going to make that MCP server available from within the V0 chat interface. So now I have this silly little social media application that I built called Dumpster Fire. Seems super appropriate for social media. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to ask it a question or just make a post. So I'll say, hey there, friends. And I'll click on the clever ignite button and we can see the error message pop up on the bottom inside of V0. Now I'm going to close out of this because I want to be able to use all the context that Sentry is collecting about this application to help debug the problems inside of it. So I'm going to come over here to the chat interface and I'm going to say, I want to fix the errors in this project using Sentry. And now this will take the context that V0 is automatically grabbing about your project, but it'll also use the Sentry MCP server's tools to go and dig into all the things that Sentry is collecting. So while that starts to run in the background, I'm going to go open up Sentry and we're going to take a look at some of the things it's collecting. So when I go into this issue here that it's captured, I can see all the things that we're collecting by default. So I can see things like the stack trace. I can see a session replay that shows me exactly what it looked like when that error message happened. So I can come in, I can see me typing, and then down here I can see where that error message actually pops up. If I scroll down further, I can see breadcrumbs, I can see logs coming through, I can see the trace preview. So there's a ton of information that we're collecting here, and all of that can be consumed by Seer, which is our AI debugging agent, to go and figure out exactly where in the code this is breaking and what the solution is to actually fix it. Now, when I asked V0 to use the Sentry MCP to go and debug this, it pulls all that information down and uses it to help solve the problem. It then feeds that into the AI that V0 is using to go and implement that change. So you get all that context that Sentry knows about mixed with the native coding capabilities that V0 has automatically. So it's already found the root cause of the problem and how to fix it. And it's actually implementing that fix right now inside of the app/actions file. Fix is in place. It's finished up. So now it's going into Sentry and actually resolving at that issue and saying it's good to go. So now I'll pop in here and say, hello, friends. Hit send, the message sends successfully. Sentry MCP server is available for you to use. We'd love for you to check it out. Try it on site of V0, and we'd love to hear from you on how you want to be able to use the Sentry MCP server in tools that you're building this way. So let us know how we can make it better. We'll talk to you soon.